Welcome back, and in this episode, this video, well, thanks for showing up, first off. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be answering a long comment, a long question by Gus. Hey, Medsway? I'll just say Josue. Hey, Josue. I'm sorry for the bother, but I have a couple questions that I feel out of everyone in my life right now, you could answer the best. I will separate the questions, and if you don't feel like answering them, it's all good. I'm sorry it took me this long to answer the questions. Sorry. 1. So I am a part of a culinary class in my high school, and I absolutely love showing up every day. Every chef there knows exactly how to deal with kids with the right amount of strict and kid attitude. However, there is this one chef that I feel thinks he owns the place. He always gives kids crap and tells them they cannot follow common sense tasks and laughs. I feel like it makes sense for him to say this to the lazy kids who don't want to be there, but he gives crap to people who actually put effort. He is portrayed to be the big, strict chef that everyone respects, but I just don't see him like that. Every day he talks about how we don't have common sense and doesn't properly show us any cooking techniques like the other chefs. I have 5 more months with him, and I would really like to know your thoughts on how to deal with a smart-ass chef. Thanks. 2. I'm working in a restaurant called that I am really loving right now. Everyone there is nice to me, and they support me when I need it. I recently just got put on the line for almost a year and a half in dish, and for a while now I was wanting to go to culinary school. I applied and got accepted. I did not confirm with them because I wanted to know if you think it's worth it since I am already very close to the line. I understand this is a really hard question, but if you could reply in the next video or in the comments, that would be amazing. Fuck, I am late to this. Damn, I am so sorry, dude. I hope everything worked out. Are you good, Gus? What did you end up doing? Did you take the class? I'm going to answer that right away. Look, if you leave this culinary school debt-free, you're not going to have any debt, do it. Go for it. You have nothing to learning some extra shit. Are they going to teach you stuff that you're going to learn in the kitchen eventually? 100,000%. 100%. But I would never say no to a free education. Or at the very least, an education that is debt-free. Go for it, my dude. Okay? If you already did, cool. If you didn't, it's a win-win. It doesn't matter. There's no losing anything. If you don't end up going to culinary school, you don't end up going to culinary school. Great. So then focus on your craft. Focus on the restaurant that you're in. Once you learn that, once you've reached as high as you can go, move on to the next one. Be comfortable moving forward in the restaurant industry. It's the restaurant industry you're in. It's not the restaurant. That's number 2. Number one. Look, there's people like this everywhere. Suffice it to say, in many instances, you just have to deal with these people. You can't get rid of them. You can't fire them. It fucking blows. So how do you deal with it? You deal with it by being resilient, right? That's kind of a random word. How do you deal with it? You don't. There's not much you can do, right? You got 5 months with them? Suck it up. There's not much you can do. Like what? You can drop out of the class. You don't have to be there. You can definitely drop out of the class. That's an option. I'm not going to fault you for that. If you have to be there, if this is just like, dude, it is what it is, it is what it is. You can't change people. That's the one thing you got to learn. You can't change people. You can change the way you approach people. You can change the way you approach situations. But you can't ever change people. It's just, you're going to stress yourself out. You're going to get frustrated. And at some point, a negative person is going to get to you. A negative person is going to get in your head and really start self-doubt. And the worst part about that is, long after they're gone, that self-doubt, that toxic that they left inside you is going to still be there for you to deal with. You can't win with people like this. I've been with people where it's like you do everything they say and they just have a list. Well, you didn't do this, and that. Then you do that list. And then, well, you didn't do. No, if that's how you're going to do it. I was in the kitchen for 5 months with a pantry cook who would talk shit to me every day. You think I'm joking? No, like on me. Just God, just shit talking. Just absolute 5 months, 5 days a week, shit. Like, I think he missed like one day. I don't fucking know why, but it was like the best day ever because he wasn't there. But I knew the bigger picture. I knew why I was there. It was my first like fine dining gig, and I wanted to be better. The way they were asking me to do things was something that I knew I could benefit from. The style, the next level of working clean, the getting each dish to look as similar as possible, not overplating it's things that I wasn't thinking about at the time, and it was just blowing my mind with the techniques and what we were doing. It was where I found it worth it. It wasn't worth it for a lot of people. A lot of people in those 5 months came and went. Some people lasted days. Some people lasted weeks. Some people legit lasted hours. I lasted 5 months, not because like I ended up quitting. I got fired from that job. And I don't regret one fucking minute that I was there not giving a shit about the chef's ego or that fucking asshole cook that was fucking giving. Fuck that. I knew what I was there for. I was there to use them to become a better cook. Fuck you. I'm coming into your fucking kitchen. I'm going to use your fucking techniques to benefit me. That sounds really fucking talky. Yeah, well, you know what? I wasn't talking shit about anyone. I came in fucking quiet. Sous chef, after fucking giving me his hard talk, his fucking, wondering why I'm not like being reciprocated, why I'm not reciprocating, why I'm not joking with it. Fuck him. He wrote me up so many times. Look, if I talk to him today, maybe he'd feel differently. Maybe he's like, man, I know, man, it was my first real gig. I knew he was stressed out. I knew that the chef was asking a lot of him that didn't make sense. Even now, I'm like, fuck, man, you're asking a lot from one person. And then there's also when you're new, like now understanding, being a lead line, understanding that I have to think about things beyond the line, beyond what's going on today. I need to think like 13 days out with some stuff, 14 days out with other things, 7 days out. I got to think about this kind of stuff. I got to think about the next day. So there's a lot of reasons why people act the way they do. So again, it's like if you knew the chef was like that because of some fucked up reason that's beyond his control, and that's the way he's reacted to it, would it change your perception of it? Like, would you be like, fuck, I didn't like, maybe this isn't true, right? I'll just make shit up. Let's say he fucking lost a kid and his wife divorced him, right? And he doesn't know how to fucking deal with it. And so he's just coming to work, taking it out on people. I don't know. It's a fucking story, right? Man, I bet that probably changed. You'd probably be a little more understanding. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not excusing the behavior, but again, if you're willing to change your mind on things like that, why wouldn't you just change your mind, period? Why won't you just readjust the way you're perceiving things? Like, you do it if you knew, right? If you knew, but not off the rip, right? You wouldn't do it just immediately without a fucking backstory. But it's really the best advice I can give you. You can't change people. People are going to be the way they are. And if you can't handle it right now when it's easy, you're going to have a really hard time when it's a lot harder. Because this is this guy. Okay? There's going to be people that are going to make you remember this guy. And you might still say, like, yeah, he was an asshole, but he wasn't that bad. Don't get caught off guard. If this is your first experience with him, or if this is your experience right now, understand that this is preparing you for the next guy. So you walk into his class, you just look at him, you smile, and you go, fuck you. I'm going to come in and I'm going to do what I need to do And he can say whatever the fuck he wants. Because let me tell you something. In 5 months, at that place, I put out great food. And in 5 months, I put out this. That guy just said I did the shittiest job ever. He doesn't understand why I was even still employed. Yeah, whatever. So, anyway, yeah. Listen, man, I'm really sorry I took fucking a long time to answer this. You gotta understand, man. I got a life. I got a life outside of YouTube. You know, I'm not doing this full time like that. Anyway, Gus, I really appreciate your comment. I've seen you comment in other videos before, and you seem like a cool person, man. If you're on Instagram, feel free to hit me up there at a hoe named Sway, or leave a comment here down below. Let me know how things are going. This whole, I want to apologize. Look, leave your questions down below. I will get to them when I can. And I've said this many times. If I need a fucking answer, at a hoe named Sway on Instagram. Find me there, man. Message me. Comments, I'll get to them. Sometimes I don't get to them immediately, but I try. Speaking of which, I'm going to leave you guys here. I'm going to go into my comments and start responding on a few that I haven't responded yet. Okay. Anyway, hope this helped out, Gus. Good luck to you. I want to know what's going on. Please let me know if you see this video. Please, I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys, and have a great service.